Okay, that's live. Right.
Die vader Kurt van Hadeda is geskrywe vir Gene B. Gene is the chief of the Gonaquacoy in Grahamstown area. As die chill-out caves vir die 8-5 slaves, ons lag. In die lyn oor die sun met ons gonny bags na die klip van Fun. En die weather was gif, daar dan afskiet mis. As die stilte nou was hy gaat se val af. Check af, dra wind, daar net wind se kind. As die beste beach for a long weekend, a glowing tape om iets op te mend. As a koi shrine for profane divine, hier en daar, 'n vlekkie op die diepste blou, sy immensity vandag, extra funky uitgevou, ons is weekend lus verlang, dat nou, yes! In die long weekend, van 'n lang in die nis, sien getint, en die wind, sy sagte vingertjies, fred, skiel die rag, jy wil so maar lag, extra eirie ingepleeg moet so sonsies. Chicky snacks, snappy dips, frikadelle cheese, chili bites, groen salad, klein samosaatjies. Net vir nou so gelankies voor die potjie braai, sonsies sap, smile singing, sê nog lankie baai. Oeh ja, die kolle, daar is die diepte guide, en die chimes die light, Gruma groepie tyd met 'n shake op die room van humanity se ambies. Romantic pitches. Couples toe gesneden in geheim pitches. Be a beer, shadows, with long glasses on a boom. For a serving van I have about chocolate.
And that's the Hadeda.
So what's invisible here? What's visible?
So, yes.
I mean,
and it seems to me that all that needs to become visible at this stage of our evolution as a species is our recognition of awareness, of alertness, wherever we are, with whomever we are, so that we do not walk with these miasmas, these blinkers, these willful ignorances. It is just about, this is where I am, so this is what I see, this is what I hear, this is what I read. The utilization of all the senses, which is a necessary given part of me, and the expansion of all of that. So I want to read 2 quotes to you, okay, out of the very many here, but we are running out of, I think, bandwidth, memory, blah. This is a conversation that is starting in this manner. And both these quotes are about being human. Okay. Shall we wait for Ian?
Well, it's not what's his name?
Yeah,
it's not recorded.
It's
I don't also know the state of that thing.
okay, then I'll
The state
intro.
of
I'll have to intro it again. Then I'll make the intro short.
Baie mense vra my vraag. Die eerste wat mense my vra, wat is boer?
Ja, ons gaan eindig met die. Okay.
En deze wat is in jou root wat is hier?
Kom on.
Hier is jou root wat.
Ja,
Kom, it starts with that. Can you see how it comes down up till there? And it's all related to that.
Yeah.
And you find, amongst that you will find, this is the one that I focus on. The skin, the idle box. That's what makes the drum. Without that, there's no drum.
Yeah.
So the sound what I come.
Yeah.
Just come. which can be transposed to gum as well in today, in the way we hear today. So sound-wise, and then there's another link up. When I was in Indonesia, there was this guy.
That's the link up I want to bring in, that gumum.
Gumam.
Gumam.
Gumam, yeah.
Yeah. So ons gaan nou die twee gaan ons saam sit. Om die guma te sit. Jou ene en die guma.
And then there's the murmura. He performed the poem called Murmura. And I couldn't understand. He speaks Papiamanto, which is the Kuma of the mixed people of Curaçao, where he comes from, where he's born. Papiamento, or something like that. One of the Caribbean islands.
Right, en daar is nogal die eerste company van die West Indies.
Murmura, actually, I asked him later on what's he been doing. To murmur. To not be satisfied with your lot.
But this is precisely what I want to do. Okay, cool. Ons is in sync.
And Gumam is, the word came up with this, did I tell you about this gentleman whose parents were migrant workers to one of the Dutch colonies in the Caribbean islands? He was born in Java, in Jakarta. Ja, ik heb zo'n schrik to see this man. Now he's 65. He'd never ever been in his own country. His parents went to Dutch Antilles. That's it. Went to work there, mother and father. They took him with. He didn't grow up there in Java. So he comes back at 65. And I asked one of the people, what do they say? Because he looked out of sorts. You know, I could just see, he spoke with no one. He was just by himself. And one of the people of the Dutch community was also a mixed person. She said the word is actually kumam, and it means to be out of sorts, to be spiritually, not spiritually, psychologically confused, unstable,
diseased.
Yeah, not violent.
Disease.
Yeah. Looking at the people and you can't relate with them, you can't speak with them because I tried in Italy, I tried the Dutch Antilles Kuma. He grew up with that day. Doesn't come, but these people, he relates with them, he doesn't. Hectic. So, I didn't know how to feel actually. But I cried. I know I cried. To see him in that state. I saw Cape Town. Zoals mensen allemaal niet hebben toen dat zien die recht op Cape Town aankijken. I saw Cape Town, I saw Guy, but also noem, and I picked up this word in what town I work for in Freiburg, in the northwest, for the condition that so-called colored Khoi mense hulle self vind. Hulle gaan gebruik die woord gemoedsbekaktheid. Bekaktheid. Die mense is gemoedsbekakt. And the person who said it with disdain. And the person who said it is a leader. He's a leader in the Khoi movement. So, ek weet nie wat sê dit van leaders nie. You know? So,
het sê alles wat het sê van leaders.
Yeah, and funny, strange things. I don't know about. There's this whole leader and chief and
that's all nonsense.
And stuff around that, and people coming up with names like Khoi Baha, which means the second in charge to the captain and stuff like all that. Hulle is gewaarig van die woorde. Hulle soek uit woorde. Hulle vra my.
Ja, want almal soek mos 'n higher.
So wat is die Khoi woord vir 'n supervisor?
En ons wil ons nou nie
Check this.
hierarchy.
What is the Khoi word for the supervisor? For makeup?
Maar Khoisan is
What's it about?
equality.
What's
Yeah,
about
check.
supervisor? What's you're looking for supervisor? Then I give another word, which is more meaningful.
Yeah.
Like I would say, the sun also shines on the supervisor, so it's Sores, you're looking for Sores, is the sun. I can't give you the name of the supervisor, please. Don't ask me for supervisor.
Yeah, please.
Everyone this.
I mean, when we can be amplifying
Why-
the
why
language,
does the
now we
person-
want to return to
Why does the person want to know
limits
what's
of
the Khoi word for
hierarchy.
supervisor?
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Why does
Ek
the
kan nie
person
nou
want to
leer nie. Ek kan nie. Ek sal nie klaar maak. Ek sal nie kan nie.
No, Loit's been starting.
Ja.
know?
Ek is so. Ek moet eers dis klaar maak.
Okay, you are allowed this medium.
But thank you for the fish. Ek sê maar ek was so lus vir vis.
Hoe wat jy nou vandaan hoe?
Ek weet nie, ek sal maar bus moet vat.
If you
Ek
the one
sal
time is
geld moet discuss met een.
Yeah, that's why we need to wrap up.
Ja, ons moet nou klaar maak.
I organize myself over stay over.
Want we're losing the dynamic now, want ons het nie net 'n bietjie eet en dan gaan ons aan nie en dan eet jy nie. Kan hulle. Kom ons maak dit klaar.
Oh. Don't get real fish in trouble. Problem with. What happened to Andy?
Ek wil vir Andy gaan sien as ek nou kom opgaan. Ek gaan volgende week ons goed. Hy was baie siek gewees nou 2 maande gelede. Chantal vir my laat weer, ek het nou 'n boodskap ge-SMS, want ek het heel bevol getryd bel.
Ons het ja van Chris.
Ja. So
Oh, that's cool.
ek sal hulle almal gaan sien nou, so ek weet nie hoe dinge staan nie. I haven't been there for nearly a year.
I unfortunately lived right out of the job. I didn't even know system and
Yeah, so
I couldn't get there.
I'll be in Melbourne for 2 nights en dan gaan ek na my mense toe in Joburg. En dan gaan connect ek to my connections. 2 weke lang kom. So nou ek sal hulle almal gaan sien.
You know people in Melbourne, a lot of people so.
Yeah, from my SABC days, you know.
Okay.
And also the layer of Yeovil, the media art people I used to be part of, who left Yeovil, but I stayed. So hulle was nou, hulle die ander trajectory gedoen, ek het die ander trajectory gedoen. So ek ken her, ja. Ek ken her.
Interesting.
So good.
So why am I doing this radio thing?
Do
I always find myself at the end of things almost like I have to fix up things.
No, it's okay. Then that is what you have to do. I'm an activator. I start things and then I follow. So we all have different roles. It's not a problem.
I find myself setting the pace and then I leave it to the rest. And then when they've done whatever they've done, I come and fix it.
Yeah, no, also it must refine. See,
I did that even when I was working in 9-to-5 jobs. I was the same.
yeah, what are you doing now, my love?
Okay, I did a little bit.
Is there no more space?
No, there's some more white. Oh, is there more white? Yeah.
You're still going live. I'm
Okay.
out of space
How do you mean?
to record.
Oh, that's such a pity because I really want this stuff for my transcript. Okay.
What?
Okay.
You can still go on.
All right.
Right, let us go.
Nice day,
on.
everyone. Nice to meet you.
How's it, Michael? Okay. You well? Yeah. It is exhausting having to teach and preach. Well, laat ek vir jou bring. Ek het mos nie geëet.
Can you come back?
What are these orders?
Yeah, I just got the meeting.
On the law. You're not very nice when you're
They're from the straight from the holiday.
Oh, you're not American.
I don't know, but Wayne's been doing it. We've got bottles and bottles going look at that.
Something you need to buy at the chemist, like some powder or something. Yeah.
Ecstasy.
Right.
So you can make also stupid. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about humanness actually. We're talking about how we transform this bipolarity, this schism between visibility and invisibility. As humans, we actually have to spend our time discussing notions like, can I see you, can't I see you, can I hear you, can't I hear you?
Yeah, why do we
when we are fully endowed with all of these incredible senses, and all we do with these senses is limit them into various ways of establishing hierarchies amongst each other. So I will see you if you this, and I won't see you if you that. So I'm wanting to read two quotes to you,
Okay.
so that we can just perhaps, for the purposes of this streaming, conclude and then conclude on this thing called Kuma. The first quote is by a Martinican writer, Edouard Glissant, who started writing as a young poet in the Caribbean, in the West Indies, as a young thinking rebel in the wake of the Haitian slave rebellion, when Toussaint was killed in that rebellion. Okay, and the quote is taken from a story that was written for this latest issue of the Chronic. Okay, which is a story that Moses Martz did. I think in the entire Chronic, this is just the most beautiful story. The story of Edouard Glissant. He's also known as the theorist of relation. Okay, so just after the Haitian rebellion, slave rebellion, which takes place in 1955 and kind of carries through until 57, he is interviewed and he is asked what he writes about, and he said, he's asked, what are you talking about? And he says something along the lines of, I am speaking of a new civilization emerging in the Caribbean after the long history of pain and bloodshed, after violent conflicts between slave master and slave. There is a kind of a rising, and then it goes on in the article to say that he calls this arising different names, but one of the phenomena that he calls it is creolization. Okay, and he has this to say about creolization. He says, for now the crucial thing is that this new civilization is given space to express itself, that it develops its own language, its own poetics, okay? And then he says, a world that is creolizing itself, where what we need most is the intuition of everything. The intuition of everything that's the same and everything that's different. Above all, everything that's different. What's different in the world constitutes our strength. The relation to the other, to every other, in its animalistic, plant-like, cultural, and therefore human presence, shows us the highest, most precious, and most enriching part of ourselves. Okay? So he says, he calls for, in French, for tout l'amour, which means an awareness of all the world, tout l'amour, where he says an awareness of all the differences in the world and their connection through the great relation that timelessly relates. Okay, so that's Edouard Glissant. Martinique, Caribbean. Then, this is a quote. I did an interview with John Mills, one of our progressive fighters, apartheid fighters here in the mother city, Cape Town. He is the man who, just after we established our democracy, he decided that he was going to, in District 6, build a little table mountain, right? And I went to interview him about that. And he says, John Mills, this was in September 2005, he says, give me your country and I will optimize our coloredness. We are all the nations in one person. I feel I should allow myself the exploration of all these generations of coloredness. What have I become? To test my abilities. We can survive on our skills. We have resilience. He says then, I am going to do two things. I am going to build this little miniature table, and I will record it as an example of the authority of ability. What do I experience when I enter that quantum physics world of D6 for just a moment? And then I'm going to end with Sandile Kenny, one of our young poets and writers, my peer back then. We were young, we are no longer so young, but when he started writing, he was of the youthful generation when he brought out Guava Juice. I met Sandile last year after his accident, when he had contracted what they call amnesia. And it was the first time that I saw him since he had that accident, and we just had this incredible conversation. And he says to me, Gail, do you know what the Xhosa call the Khoisan? Okay, and we all know that genetically the Khoisan are our old mothers and fathers. Genetically, paleontologically, it has been shown that us who are here and everyone else in the world are descendants of the Khoisan. And he says, you know what the Xhosa call the Khoisan? They call them, let me just find this, they call the Khoi Amakakantu, and that means people who come from nowhere and then they just kiss you. So on the basis of that, I'd like us to talk about this thing called what it is to be human and how that expresses for you through your chosen form of expression, which is Oma.
Mm.
We leave it at
So the Xhosa people see the Khoi as these spontaneous kisses.
that. Yeah. But
Okay.
does it not indicate that
Mm.
I see you as me, as someone to be loved?
Yeah,
Approach it
totally.
with love.
It's probably a new take, because the historical take is the people of the drum. Xhosas. No, that it makes up.
You going
No.
to the Gumum now?
No. It's Nguni people, not Xhosa or Zulu or Nguni people. As they were moving down, when the Khoi was still essentially in the areas of the latter-day Gaborone. Those are the areas where the Khoi come from, southwestern parts of Gaborone. So in the moves down, the Nguni people, they became Nguni on the way down, essentially. And they get up with the Khoi people and start. And we were drumming. And that's where the name started.
Right, drumming,
People of the
eating
drum.
oysters, smoking good ganja,
Yeah.
perceiving our world.
And strangely, the Khoi called them the angry man.
Right, Xhosa, the angry people.
Angry man.
Yeah.
So the research that I very specific
My research shows the same.
that
Yeah.
angry owner.
Yeah.
And people of the drum.
Look, I understand the people of drum not in relation to the Khoi, because perhaps I've not reached that part of the history, but in relation to our on the route to the Indies, the slave trade, the spice trade, which is why the Portuguese and the Dutch came here in the first place, looking for a refreshment station. They say that Dr. Villa-Boussac, who has written perhaps the most extensively about the Khoi history, he says that, Dr. Villa-Boussac, he says that the story of our attempted enslavement is a story of water, the refreshment station. Anyway, so that story of the first slaves who were taken from the Indies and brought here, because the natives, who were the Khoisan, didn't want to be enslaved in their own country for people whom they were giving hospitality towards. So they went east, enslaved, actually, according to the records, the royalty of these countries, right? And then the word gumma, the drum beat, as I understand in terms of my research, then derives from this murmuring that happens in the slave community, this murmuring of dissent, which, right, and there is the gumma, with all of those other elements. So all of that makes up the gumma. Sure. But all about people, because remember Khoi, the Khoisan, our Ur ancestors, in the very name Khoi, it is implied an equality, because they call themselves the Khoi, a person's person. So if I am a person, then I am in relation to you. How can I not treat you as a person? How can I make you invisible?
And it's amazing how that actually it spills over. Because if you look at the way we speak today, we say, "Gee my daai toch asseblief." Now, the word toch comes from the Khoi word tochoba, which means asseblief anyway. So there's the reason
with an X.
with an X, yeah. The X is what's pronounced. Yeah. You see, so there's a lot of this residual words that's left behind.
Like, or language, right?
Oh, listen to this one. I'm going like, geef my daai toch asseblief. I'm actually saying, give me that please, please.
Please, please.
Yeah.
But that repetitive is...
That is taken from the koi, the word koi, yeah, the tautology.
Right,
Yeah.
the tautology.
Yeah.
But it's not a redundant
But I've done two
the way
things here.
English sees it.
No.
It's actually a deliberate repetition.
Yeah.
It's an affirmation. It's an
Totally.
assertion.
It's an affirmation. It's an affirmation.
Yes.
For me, it's an affirmation.
It's not a redundant.
No.
Because you are repeating yourself.
But I've done it twice, and I've done it twice. Gima, for me, toch asseblief. Gi and ma.
So
The word
it's a
ma.
double tautology.
The word ma. M-A with a macron on the A. Gima. Ma is, no, it's not ma.
Yeah, maar as
Yeah.
in Afrikaans. En maar as in dit.
Nee.
Gema.
Gima. Ma means give. It's a koi word,
Okay.
which means give.
Okay.
So you're saying give. They're saying gima. Can you see the residue?
And that the repetitiveness
Yes.
is a feature of an oral culture.
Tradition, totally.
It's a
Historical tradition.
culture.
Yeah.
That's
Cannot
why
be taken
when you
away.
do your poetry on the stage,
Yeah.
those repetitive elements
Yeah.
will
Ik ga gauw
be-
toilet toe.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, I'm going now.
Now.
I'll see you now.
Now.
What I found quite interesting about this core language. Quick.
Quick.
Go
Quick,
back.
go back.
Yeah. And so I discovered that the G is not G. The X is G and the G is G.
Go.
Because we're dealing with Africa here.
This way, yeah.
Yeah. Right to Africa, the G is G.
And the X is
And so we come to Goma.
the
So we come to Goma, which is the root of Guma, the word Guma. This is the derivative from the word Goma.
And Goma is
Goma is a root word which means bull or ox.
right.
So there's also the feminine and masculine thing about Khoi words, where a word ending with an S
Is
is
female.
female.
Kais.
Yeah. And a word
Kais
ending
for
with,
woman.
yeah.
Kai for man.
Yeah. So Goma is a male sounding word, but it can become, if you see all
Because
the
it refers to the bull.
yeah.
But you are wanting to take it to the fact that all drums cannot exist without the hide
No.
of the cattle.
The skin of the ox.
The skin of the
Goma
ox.
ko is the actual word for the skin of the ox.
So we are going to drum, we are going to, what do we call it anyway? The bush telegraph. The drum.
Since time immemorial.
Conversation since time, since time,
Yeah, totally ancient.
ancient time.
Yeah.
So then when we all get caught up in this European conquistadorial moment, right? Conquest, plant flags, blah, and slavery in this part of the world takes place. So then that understanding, it finds its articulation as the same understanding when the slaves are murmuring their dissent, their command.
What's interesting about this word also is that in the whole southern African region, the word Goma means the skin of the ox, except in Ndebele, it means the sound of the drum.
They said, well,
that was so
incredible. Right. All of the languages are derived from Kwekwe.
Yeah.
Goba Khoisan, all of the various groupings. So then it brings us to your choice now to express yourself in Guma, which I would not be provocative if I say is in the 21st century here in the mother city. And we call it the mother city for the world because this is where our mothers and our fathers come from, our Uru mothers and our fathers. So that year, 21st century, in the mother city, Guma is the language of the outer class, the Creole, the colored. It is a language that starts itself, expresses itself most blatantly as a negation of existence, your master pus, which is, I mean, you know, whichever master pus signifying the female who gives birth to existence, and encapsulated in this Guma, the beginnings of this Guma in the 21st century is a destructive edge, an edge of look what you are, and encapsulated disdain of the human being, of the human species.
Do you remember what Marika de Klerk said? Remember?
Yeah, that we are other people, we are other colored
We are the
people.
remnants.
Yeah, and there was a book
We are the
called
remnants of
God's
humanity.
Children by Sarah Gertrude Millen. Look, it's all part of the biological racism discourse that made colonialism and
But you know what's my take on that?
possible.
What's my take on that? All we say about the Khoi Khoi and about the Khoi, or about the Khoisan. Those two terms are the word or the term Khoisan is going to change because it was coined by a white lady, and it's not relevant anymore in the way things are going because the San are once autonomy.
Yeah, no, that's
no,
I'm fully aware of that.
Okay.
But I mean, if you actually look at the words themselves, Khoi simply means human. It is in the Ur tongue. We've already established via the language what we are, what our species is in relation to everything else. So it's like we need to return to this thing, means human.
Yeah. So my take on that is that I'm a positive person. I wake up positive most times, and if I do wake up feeling negative, then I change it because I can change it. I don't stay negative. Up with a headache was. Or you wake up with you just remember something not so good.
But that's a sensible way to approach your life because it implies balance, which is what it's all about. You can't stay locked in.
Yeah, the way I will myself, because it's about my will, not God's will, my Loit soul's will.
Right, which is part of
which is part of God.
Good, great consciousness.
Yeah. So my will be done. So I say, I don't like this negative feeling. This negative feeling, because of it, I'm not going to eat today. So I'm going to change it so that I can eat.
I'm going to transmute you.
Yeah. So I end up eating. Then I don't have any food in the house, maybe. I could not have anything there. Sometimes you didn't know how it is. And things happen. The law of attraction uses people all the time. And it's mostly people that surround you, not strangers. They're just there. You know, those invisible friends, they just pop out of nowhere, or they're not even there by you. Just something. I make anything that comes to my way positive. So my what I always say is, You own your words. Words, you said it, please. Not mine. You said they are the remnants of humanity. Who are you referring to? To you. Not to me. It's your words. You own your words.
Yes, because you see, the way I see it is that how can there be any kind of... Our purity resides in the fact that our species DNA is the same. It's not the DNA of a crocodile or the DNA of a worm. It's the DNA of a human. So that is where purity resides. But it does not reside between different human beings. So for me, Creole, colored, quick, colored, whatever you want to call it, it is hybridity. Nature cannot operate with a mono anything, with a oneness, with a sameness of anything. It requires diversity, and certainly as people who are excessively mixed, it just implies a resilience, a strength, as both these two writers say.
Totally outmatched.
Yeah, so ons is hybrids, and hybridity is the future. So we are the future.
I have a Facebook page called Half 90s and Under Half 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. How are we going to translate that in English? Lord alone. But yeah.
Not any tautology is going to help here.
Yeah. So it's time that we get rid of this notion of biological racism, notions of racism. As for Bay, we really just need to return to the fact that we are human and start amplifying the experience of being human by going into, if you like, I like to say brain power. So I'm going to play on your notions of color, skin color. Brain means brown, but in Afrikaans, brain, brown, plays with the word brain power. So up, brain power, consciousness, expansion. Last word.
Yeah, so I would like to, as a last word, actually show the world there that this word that I'm talking about here is not something that I coined. It didn't come to me in a dream or in a vision.
But what if it did? Would it make it any less substantial?
Probably.
Oh no, there we are.
Yeah, because people have dreams and nightmares, you know. And sometimes they do what I do, I turn my nightmare into a dream. Yeah. I want to show the world. There's the word. Goma. If somebody can zoom in on it, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Goma.
Okay, yeah, Goma.
And what does it say? And you go down, you find Goma Ko. You see the macron on the O.
Skin high.
You see the macron on the O.
I see.
That doubles the letter. So it's not Kom, but it's Ko. Goma Ko.
That's baie mooi.
But does the O of Goma have a macron?
No.
Why do I say Goma anyway? Can you see this? I say Goma anyway. I should just be saying Goma. But I'm used to saying Guma. That is so natural for me to say Goma.
Is that a problem?
No, it's not a problem.
Right. Okay, you're pointing out. If you I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm saying Goma, Ko, but there's no background on the O of Goma. It's actually Goma. And that's where the word Goma comes from, the furniture company. Goma. You know, I don't know if they still exist. Goma.
I haven't heard of the...
I don't see any adverts of these, but maybe
the couch that you chuck.
The very expensive designer, Goma. I remember that they used to have these round curves. They used to be very curvy. Designer furniture, very expensive. But I don't think they're in existence anymore because I don't see any. But anyway, the name comes from there's a leather skin of the ox.
There we go.
Yeah, goma.
Right.
So it's actually goma ko. But from habit, from saying guma all this time, I say goma. But it's not goma, it's goma. One M.
But we are calling it Goma now.
Yeah. But now today
That
we
is
know
how
it's
it has
goma. Yeah.
evolved. That's it.
And I like what Mac says, Mac McKenzie. I was saying to Ian the other day, we were talking on Facebook, that Mac is there with the music in Puma, and I'm here with the words. Not with the literature. I'm here with finding out what's going on with these words that they call literature.
Okay, so now let's go right back to your show tomorrow, which is starting tomorrow morning. Radio,
that's the plan.
Radio Science Frontiers. What prevents you from beginning to open up the kind of conversation that you and I just had now?
I think I have to feel where these people are really at and what they actually want from me. I don't know yet. You see, I'm here, they're there. I mean, when I was in Joburg, they invited me to the offices there, so I met the whole team that I'm supposedly working with, but I'm not. Check this now. I met the whole Moira Spectrum team at Radio Park. In fact, they at TV Park, because they don't have space to live at Radio Park. So they at TV Park there, and I went there, I met them. They're working, so they just met me, the start now. And then I spent a few hours with Futa Knipper, who is the executive producer of the whole program.
You said yes.
Yeah, and we were just sitting down. I think maybe one day you must listen to the video, the sound, the audio of the chat that me and him had. We spoke for quite a long time.
We'll do that
hour.
when you get back from Phuket.
Yeah, you get a sense. You can get a sense of where he's at.
Okay, let's actually do that as soon as I get back.
Yeah, I would like to hear that actually, because like I'm still sort of also like feeling my way into this. How I'm presenting this. At the moment, I'm going on my poetry start.
Well, it's a fantastic place to start.
Yeah, so I'm taking that as my, my stepping stone, bouncing board. Are you? Yeah, there you go. So I'm not confused. I'm just very uncertain, actually, of how they see me. I'm not.
Oh God!
I'm not paranoid. I'm not
so
paranoid.
we're right back to the notion of invisibility.
I'm not paranoid though. I don't get the feeling that they're trying me or they're trying some things. I don't get none of that feelings. The night that I met the guy, I meet souls most. I don't meet people. I meet souls, So on the night that I met this guy, I didn't feel anything, no bad vibration about him. But maybe.
And then look, then it's just then you start with your poetry and take it from there. This thing will define itself because it's all there already. And
I think Futa knows, because he's a visionary, I think, for him to actually bring this thing in. There's a lot of people out there that don't want this thing, I'm sure, of that.
Okay, but ons gaan nie nou werk met daai willful ignorance.
It is that.
When we've just actually, we actually wanting to show ways of transcendence. I'm not going to go back there.
No.
I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there's a lot of good positive feedback on the networks. People saying things to me about how happy they am for me that I got this slot now.
Of course.
And they missed the mark because it's not about me at all. Totally not.
Yeah, but it's also not about missing the mark. There is an absolute convergence about the fact that man.
I understand that on one level.
without
On another
knowing
level,
that you
on-
are Loit souls,
Yes.
the
But
Guma.
I can't take 100% credit for it. Never.
I'm not saying you must take credit. I'm saying understand the intangibles at work here, the things that really, the forces that are not visible to us. Yeah? It's all good.
You know, I don't want to fight that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that too.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you achieve nothing. Results. And me in a position, in the lifestyle that I'm living, where I don't work for the man, I have no intention of working for the man. I've been going this now for 21 years. This year is the 21st year. Yeah, that I've actually been blazing my own trail and living past my tactics and living here and living there and not eating healthy. I've always maintained a balance, mentally and spiritually, you know, and appreciating food more and air more and the operation that I have, you know,
Yes.
which makes me appreciate.
Yes, awareness,
Leaving.
alertness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We are breaths at a time.
Exactly.
You know.
What are we without
Without
trees? That's why I say victory is a fig tree.
Smart. Smart one.
Loit, say dankie, congrats, ayo,
Niet te danken.
koi, till next time.
Mhm.
Ik is nou honger, ik wil nog vis en chips eten.
Nou, wat is het eten?
Dankie.
Oké.
Janovich, thank you.